every day. It's like a bad hair day for me. Oh well. Hey guys, so I really hate intros, and like I'm just the most awkward person in the world, so I never know what to say in an intro. I just want to get right into the video because I don't see the point in intros. I just don't like them. Also, I got a new camera, so if you see me looking this way a lot, it's because the screen where I see myself, it's now next to me instead of on top like it used to be in my old camera. Also, I don't know why it looks a little dark. I still need to like figure a lot of things out. But yeah, let me know what you think about this camera. So today I am diving into the Karity palette that I just recently got. This is the 21 Matte Eyeshadow palette from Karity. I talked about it on my Instagram. I've been in love with this palette. I just swatched it. I haven't actually tried it on my eyes, and I'm really excited about that. I already primed my eyes and I used the P. Louise base, which I want to say something about just because I have been like dying to try this for the longest time ever, because I've seen all the YouTubers and all these like really amazing makeup artists use this makeup base. So I just want to give you guys my input and like what I feel about it. So overall, it is a really nice makeup base. I feel like it really makes the eyeshadow just stand out more and it catches onto the eyeshadow more. But I do have a problem with it. I do feel like since it is so tacky and sticky when you first apply it, if you go in right away with the eyeshadow, I feel like it makes your eyeshadow look patchy. I don't know if I'm using it wrong. I've read everything about this eyeshadow base, so I know how you're supposed to use it. They say don't set it, to just leave it by itself. I've applied it with a sponge, which is what Nika Tutorials recommends for this eyeshadow base. I've tried it with my fingers. I've tried it every single way, but I just feel like if you go in right away with the eyeshadow to apply it, it just makes the eyeshadow look really patchy for some reason, and I don't know why that's happening. So today I tried something different, and instead of just applying it straight on, I first applied my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and then I applied the eyeshadow base on top of that. So we're gonna see how that works in that sense. So I did this method with the concealer first because I also feel like it doesn't have as much coverage as I want it to. I was actually really impressed on how little coverage it gave me. Like I thought it was going to be like extremely like covering everything on top of my eyelids. And it wasn't. Like I could still see some of my veins and a little bit of the redness, which was just really surprising because everybody else that I've seen use this eyeshadow base, again, like Nika Tutorial, Mitchell, like everyone, every time they put it on, you can see in the camera how it's just completely covering everything. So I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know, but again, I've used it every type of way that you can use it. So maybe I should just get used to it. I don't know, but it is a really good eyeshadow base if you really want your eyeshadow to stand out and to really stick to your eye. I just don't like the part where it makes your eyeshadow look a little bit patchy, so you gotta work more with the blending and all that kind of stuff. But aside from that, let me start blabbering and just get right into the makeup look. Alright, so yes, I finished one eye just because I feel like it's gonna be easier for me to do just one instead of the two, and it's gonna be just easier for me to explain to you guys, and it's not gonna take so fucking long of me just sitting here and doing my makeup, and you guys probably getting bored. So let's get into it. Oh my Jesus. Fuck. Okay, so the first color that I'm gonna be applying is my transition shade. As I've told you guys before, I always start with the transition, and I'm going to be using the shade Coquette, which is this one right here. It's like a nice light peach, and I'm taking it very lightly just because I don't want the color to be as prominent. It's just for transition. So I'm gonna grab this one with my blending brush. So I am extending the color a little bit outwards. So I'm just taking the remaining color that I have on the brush and just kind of winging everything out. You guys know I love the V shape, so I'm going to move into the lid shades, and I'm actually going to be applying the P. Louise base, but this one is actually the white one. And I'm going to apply it with my finger. right on my lid. I'm not going to cut the crease because that's not necessarily what I want to do. I want it to be softer, just how I did on this side, you guys will see. So I'm going to be applying with my finger very lightly on my lid. Alright, so after I've done that, I'm going to go in with my yellow shade, and that is shade 20? Tweedy? I said 20, but it's actually Tweedy, okay? Tweedy. Which is the yellow right here in the corner. I'm gonna go in with the orange now, and I'm going to take the shade Vegas right here, again with the same flat brush. So a question that a lot of people ask all the time is how do you blend the colors in together so it doesn't look like this and it doesn't look like you just put it there and put the other one there and left it like that. So I take a clean brush. I mean, this one it's not clean anymore because I used it already, but I can take a clean brush, small blending brush or whatever, and I kind of blend those two colors together right in the middle wherever I applied them. So I will go very, very lightly like this over it, like over the where they meet, until I feel good enough about the blending. If you feel like any of the colors just kind of come off or are not as vibrant anymore because you blended the other color on top of it, you can always go in with whatever color you want to apply more of and make sure that the color is still prominent enough. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the yellow and make sure the yellow is prominent. So it's time for the purple, my favorite color. And I'm going to be taking the shade Ego, which is this bright, bright purple right here. And I'm taking it with my tiny, tiny, small angle brush. Angled. I said angle, I mean small blending brush, guys. So I've officially made myself a mess. So I'm gonna do my wing eyeliner now, and I'm using the Inglot 77 gel eyeliner and my usual MAC 210 super fine tip brush to just create a perfect wing. So I just did my foundation and I also applied mascara, and I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm feeling so fun and colorful today, so I want to do blue underneath with blue mascara. First, I'm going to go in with the transition shades I first used, so that's going to be Coquette, which is the light peach right here, and I'm going to use it all over underneath my lash line. So for the blue, I'm going to take Enchant, I don't know. This blue right here, it's just like a straight up blue. After I applied that eyeshadow underneath my eyes, I'm going to take my Urban Decay 24/7 Chaos eyeliner, which is this really bright royal blue, and apply it on my waterline. After that, out, I'm going to take my blue mascara, and this is the Inglot Color Mascara number 3. So I just realized that I was forgetting the most important part of the entire look. Lashes. How the hell am I going to forget about lashes? That's like my favorite part of the entire eye look. This is insane. So let's dive into the lashes like right now, because how could I? What's wrong with you, Laura? For lashes, I'm going to be taking Laura. That's ironic, Laura. By Lena Lashes. It comes in the Sin City collection, which comes with 5 lashes. Let me show you. Like this. Oh god. One just fell out. Alright, so this is the final look. Since I was feeling very colorful today, I just decided to add a little bit of some holographic purple highlighter, and it looks gorgeous, and it's the first time I used it actually. It's the Master Holographic Maybelline. I've been using all the other ones and I absolutely love them, so I highly recommend them. They're only $10. So to end this video, I just want to talk a little bit about the palette that I used. I talked about it already on my Instagram, and I just think I should talk about it here too, just so I can tell you why I used it and the story of how I ended up, whatever. You guys know what I mean. So basically, I was in a debate of whether I should get the James Charles palette or this palette. They're both very colorful palettes. They're both very like artistry driven palettes, and I've been wanting a palette like this for a very long time, especially one that has a lot of matte colors. So the James Charles palette, obviously it's so gorgeous. I looked at it, I swatched it, I played with it a little bit. The colors are extremely pigmented, and as much as I want to support him, you know, I wasn't gonna get that palette if I still wanted to get this one, and this one has been on my bucket list for the longest time ever. So I just decided to go for this one because it's also smaller, but it is bigger, a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So the colors are all of these, and they're all matte shades. The James Charles palette does have a little bit of shimmers. I prefer matte eyeshadows, so obviously I'm gonna go for this one. And they were having their Black Friday deal, so I was like, I'm getting it, so I got it. But I talked about on my Instagram how their mission is actually really, really nice. They have this whole thing from that whenever you buy a palette, like they feed animals in shelters according to how many palettes they sold per month. So I think buying a palette from them honestly goes to a very good cause, and I recommend anyone to go and buy this palette because it's pretty good. The colors blend beautifully. I did get some fallout, but thank god I applied my foundation afterwards and I was able to clean it up and it was perfectly fine. It wasn't crazy fallout, it was just a little bit, but that's fine. The colors look just gorgeous together, and I am so excited to create more looks. This is the first one that popped into my mind because I wanted to do something with yellow and purple and blues, and this is what came on. Alright guys, so that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this. And go follow me on my Instagram if you want to see more pictures of this look. And excuse my beanie, it is very cold outside and it's just a bad hair day almost every day, so beanies just save my life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.